moving up to unlimited, and Paul Newman doing the navigational duties. I don't think his name's Newman, I think it's Newman, but it's a K-N-U-I-M-A-N. So Jacob Simmons, his first drive of an LSA 6.2 litre, the Blue Flame 2. So this boat got plenty of grunt in it. Jacob Simmons had done a season or two in the Group B category, now stepping up into the unlimited. This is a big move from the student from Hawke's Bay. Jacob Simmons certainly starting to get a bit of pace up there now into the link machine. So this will be an A and B driven boat, I do believe. Really nice drive from this young man. Just stepping up into it with a 69.058. 1 minute 9 seconds .058 there from Jacob Simmons. Good drive considering it's his first time behind the wheel of an unlimited superboat. Them window systems out of the chute very quickly. Haley Todd doing the navigational duties, former world champion, sat last year out after some fairly serious back injury that needed a couple of operations. The Altherm window systems sprint tech. Haley Todd, the radiographer from Hamilton. Glenn Head, the engineer, also from Hamilton. And wow, this man took out the, was third in Superboats in 2016, was world champion. And I'll tell you what, this young man can certainly drive. As I said, took the year off. And a lot of work going on here, but it's a 400 HRE twin turbo producing 1,750 horsepower. Oh, quick time! 52.932, and that is qualifying round number 1 in the unlimited category. The big bangers are on the ramp. Next off will be Paddy Hayden. Paddy Hayden was traditionally running in the Group B category for a number of years. Cole Hayden, his son, is doing the navigational duties. Paddy Hayden was going to take this year off. Of course, his wife, Jay, then decided to take up an offer from Neil Marshall to navigate. Paddy Hayden bought this boat 2 weeks ago. I don't think the divorce papers are quite through yet, but they're not far off it. Oh, Paddy Hayden straight out of the box. This is a brand new boat for him, so it's a big block. We'll have to get some more information about it. As we said, at the bright red livery there, the PSP building trans, the Clearview. And Paddy Hayden out there, oh, he's gone the wrong way. He needed to turn right out of there, realises that, coming back to redress that. Now he's back on the rotation proper. So Paddy Hayden used to driving in the Group B category, stayed in that category for a number of years, and now really pushing this boat very hard. It's his first drive into the unlimited category and looking pretty good. So a man with plenty of experience. How's the power? Oh, a bit sharp on that left-hander, very knifey in there. So Paddy Hayden now orbiting off you around that right-hander, and a 1 minute and 5 seconds, 0.731, 65.731. Brent White's old boat. So we'll get Paddy Hayden to come up to commentary to fill out a bit more information or find out a bit more information about that boat. But the next boat to face the starter, ladies and gentlemen, you haven't seen this one for a little while. This is the blown quad rotor. So this will provide a very smoky style of engine, a very sweet smell, and Richard Burt is the man at the helm. Joshua Gill, the student from Palmerston North, the silly bugger in the silly seat. So this boat out of the Hughes garage, and the team Hughes Racing really been working on this for a long time. Oh, bogged it down, and Richard Burt has just gone the wrong way as well. So he'll come back, redress that. Now he's trying to work out his way how to get back there. He's worked it out now. No, he's got it wrong. They haven't worked it out. So Richard Burt, right up until 2 days ago, wasn't expecting to be driving very tight around that right-hander. Thinks he's got this sorted. That sharp right left-hand turn. Oh, the sweet smell of that fuel, that exhaust smell. And that is a DNF for Richard Burt. DNF did not get the rotation correct, so that will be posted as a DNF. Great to see the blown quad rotor sorting out. The reason that the boat smokes so much is it's like a two-stroke. A lot of oil gets mixed into the fuel to make these quad rotors operate efficiently, which is why you get a completely different smell out of this boat. So exciting to see that boat on track. I do know that yesterday when they were testing it on a lake, they blew a couple of blower belts. They've dialed down the horsepower. That boat is up to 1,700 horsepower. They've dialed it back to about 1,100 for today. It is now Stinger boats, Kevin Roberts and Kendra Death doing the navigational duties. Kevin Roberts traditionally comes out fairly slow, just getting his head around it. The Nissan V8 twin turbo, the 9-inch hydro pump, the Stinger hull, and 53 Productions, one of the sponsors on board here. Into the hairpin. Oh, gee, I tell you what, he didn't do that too bad. Looked like he was easing into that from too far out for mine, but did pretty well. So Kevin Roberts is about his 4th season of racing now. It's taken him a little time to get his head around it, and hopefully we'll see some big things from him this year. Kendra Death, an experienced navigator, so hopefully that confidence will sit well with Kevin Roberts. He's had a bit of trouble over the years with rotational problems, but Kendra Death will certainly be keeping him on his toes. All right, so Kevin Roberts with a 1 minute and 2 seconds dead, 62 dead. Oh, it is going to be the Harvest Transport Bars Bugs machine. Bars Bugs, of course. Stick a bottle of that into the washer and bar the bugs from the windscreen. Blake Bryant and Kate Hoogerbrug. Kate pretty keen on getting the marriage underway, so it will eventually be Kate Hooger Bryant. Blake Bryant from Gisborne 3rd. in the 2015 Group A comes from a very solid background of jet sprinters. Didn't feature in the World Series, but really been spending a lot of time on the boat. It is a GM Motorsport LS 512 is the power plant inside this boat. So about 1,000 horsepower in this machine. So Blake Bryan just easing through it, not squeezing it too hard at the moment. Eases it down for that transition in the right and left-hander. That's probably the smart way to do it as far as the unlimited guys go. Now squeezing the accelerator for the run to the line. This is pretty quick. This is a 55.086. 55.083. Glenn Head was about 2 seconds quicker than that. Blake Bryant looking very, very comfortable and still laying down a pretty good time. Could you please turn that ringing phone off in the commentary tower, Julia? Oh, goodness. Oh, I tell you what, the big men of jet sprinting are just walking through security. The Troy, the Ghost, and the Big Mark. Welcome. All right, so this is Pip Thompson out on track. Karen Wakeland doing the navigational duties, a sister-in-law of a sister-in-law. So Pip, how's this going to go? She's gone in hot. Oh, and doused it. Absolutely doused it. Has gone in super hot. Wow, Pip Thompson in the pitcher's box. Wow, very confident in this machine and the power that it's producing. She's eased off it a little bit now. I dare say that the girls are a little bit wet at the moment. So you see a bit of spray coming out of the back of the engine there. That will be the flywheel picking up some of the water that they threw into the boat. And Pip Thompson opens up the account with a 60.273. So that was an exciting drive by Pip Thompson, really developing confidence from last year. I tell you what, you blokes haven't lost any weight. I tell you what, I'm not too sure whether it's just after Christmas, but there's a few big people in jet spreading for this season, I can tell you that. Mind you, I don't fall under that category at all. All right, Scotty Donald will be next to face the starter, and Nicole Reesby, the pair from Featherston. Nicole Reesby, the accountant, Scotty Donald, the farmer. Wicked 2, the 500 dart small block that is a Sprint Tech hull. These guys featured in the World Series in Australia, and I'll tell you, their first time out of the country, they had a lot of problems. Really only got one run in at the Keith facility and only 2 runs in at the Cabarita facility, so a very long way to go for around about 3 minutes total of running time of the boat. So very, very unfortunate for those guys, but great to see them coming back, just putting all that behind them, and now moving into the Mouthfresh Superboat Series here for 2019. So Scotty Donald, normally as we would expect with Scott, he just takes it very, very easy in the opening qualifiers, just gets the confidence in the boat, the confidence in the rotation, just goes about it very, very slowly. So that's just the way that he goes about it, developing that confidence. So we'll see some much quicker times from him later in the day, there is no doubt about that. Now, here's where this has confused a few people. That's all right. Scotty Donald through there nicely. G'day to everybody on the live stream on Facebook. Don't quite have the data here in New Zealand to catch up personally, but that is a 60.273 68, so 1 minute 8 seconds, 0.873. Yeah, so I don't have the data input available to see what the comments are on the live stream. I know that you are there. G'day to everybody and welcome to everybody at the track for our opening round of the Mouthfresh New Zealand Jet Sprint Series. This is qualifying round number 1 in the unlimited category. I'll be joined a little bit later by Leighton Shrek Manel. He's just cruising around, just trying to get a bit of sun on the top of his bald head there. And always remember, you bald blokes, a bad day with a bald head is better than a good day with a man bun. Aaron Hansen now, Julianne Shanks. This is a Sprint Tech hull, the 500 cubic inch small block Chev, round about 800 horsepower, the couple from Tauranga. Dual Tech Consultants and Mo's Mowing, the sponsors on board here, of course, Mouthfresh as well. Oh, geez, I tell you what, he got in really tight into the bottom sweeper there. Nearly ran it up onto the grass there, did Aaron Hansen. Squeezed the accelerator, probably got there a little bit quicker than he was expecting. A lot wider and safer line out that time through the same part of the course. So Aaron Hansen and Julianne Shanks, now they're running for the finish line. And a 56.252, they'll be pretty happy with that. Very slow and easy going out of the blocks. That'll put them into P3 for qualifying round number 1 for the moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we now have the blown 440 cubic on the track at the moment. And, well, Richard Murray, I tell you, this bloke has he's dinged a few navigators over the year. He broke Joe Rathbone's knee. He broke his brother-in-law's wrist. He's broken... I just lost it. So, yeah, this bloke, and now Steve Edmonds has jumped in here. Steve Edmonds, of course, was a navigator in this boat way back when Paddy Dillon was driving it. So, Steve Edmonds, well, brave man, and, well, another potential fall guy. So let's see if Richard Murray can get through a season without damaging a navigator. Boat looking really good. The time looking sensational, 53.581 and into P2. Hey, so Blake, this is your favourite for the meeting. What did you think of that run?
Yeah, it's pretty good for the first one.
Now, mate, you've sort of experienced a little bit of time there with Richard. What do you think his next lap should look like?
About a 51.
Oh, geez, I tell you what, I like your optimism, mate. That is fantastic. Well, this is Rob Coley coming out now. This is the brand new Poison Ivy Mouthfresh Superboat. And this is not the Nissan Twin Turbo that he has been running. This is the largest small block in the world, a 672. I'll get you to go down to the pits and check that out for me, Blake, in a minute. Once we get through these unlimited categories, just so that we get this right. And wow, this boat certainly pretty good. This is Peter Coey, the man who retired, the last boat that he raced in Australia, and where Peter Coey got second in the world, of course, that being won by Fonzie Mullen in the unlimited category. Rob Coley said, well, if you're retiring, mate, I might take the boat over. So it's his first drive. Ange Coley's wife doing the navigational duties. And Rob Coley has always been in and around third in the championship in 2017, second in 2016, third in 2013. Looking for a fantastic year this year for this Mouthfresh super boat. Rob Coley there with a 59.767, and that was a very, very relaxed lap there from the man from Mouthfresh. Of course, the best tasting toothpaste in the world. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that Rob Coley has just developed along with the team at Mouthfresh is a biodegradable toothbrush, so that we're not throwing away plastics into the ocean and they're getting sucked into dolphins' blowholes and things like that. So great to see a Kiwi company really forward thinking and putting the foot forward as far as innovation and the ecology goes. So really great to see that. Dave Simmons and John Very will be out next. So these boys, the Link Engine Management System, Engine Rebuilders, SMB Productions, Industrial Manufacturing Services, and Will Signs. The boys I call the mushrooms heads. The pair of these guys have got heads. They like the squash mushrooms. So Dave Simmons. This is a very, very busy team here. Ollie Berta doing the Group B racing. Jacob Simmons, Dave's son, in the unlimited. Dave's missus, Pip, and Dave. So a four-boat team, a very, very big team effort here from the team from Link Engine Management. So Dave Simmons gets a very, very busy job throughout these weekends, and that's a good opening lap with a 57.123. We got one or two more unlimited boats, and then we are going to go quiet for 4 to 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to move our big screen truck for, oh, we're going to do it right now. So we are going to lose sound, but that will only be for 4 to 5 minutes. All the times will still stand. We're just moving the big screen